The Iraq War began in March 2003 with U.S. forces moving swiftly into Baghdad under the banner of freedom, democracy, and the hunt for weapons of mass destruction. Over the next 9 years, more than 1.5 million Americans served there: soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines. And now, years later, what do those who wore the uniform say about that war? Some say they were proud, they served their country, followed orders, and did the job they were sent to do. They remember handing out candy to kids, helping rebuild schools, training Iraqi police. They believed they were making a difference. But many also carry doubt, confusion, pain. A Marine captain told me she doesn't regret leading her unit. Her voice cracked when she said, "We were fighting for each other, but not always for the right reason." Others found brief hope amid the chaos. A National Guardsman remembered helping restore a destroyed hospital in Anbar. Locals smiled, he said. You could feel that they wanted peace. But weeks later, it was destroyed again. He called it progress on repeat, build, lose, repeat. For many, the deepest wounds are invisible. One former specialist described how she came home carrying guilt, not just survivor's guilt, but guilt that she didn't fully understand what they were fighting for. She said, "We weren't trained for the silence after the chaos." And yet, it's not all bitterness. Some veterans still believe Iraq was the right war at the wrong time, or the wrong war done for the right reasons. Others feel it was simply a failure of leadership, not of the soldiers who carried it out. One Navy officer summed it up best: "Ask 10 of us what we think about Iraq and you'll get 10 different answers. But most of us agree on this: war should be the last choice. And when it happens, the country should never forget what it costs." Over 4,400 Americans died in Iraq. Tens of thousands were wounded. Countless more still carry what the VA calls unseen injuries. The war is over, but their story is still being written, and it deserves to be heard. To all who served, thank you. To those still trying to make sense of it all, you are not alone. Subscribe to Mighty Eagle for more, and check out our store for inspiring apparel. Link in the bio.